Today we're going to be playing some Bandits, and Bandits were one of the first decks I ever made that I actually put on YouTube, so we're trying it out. A bit of nostalgia here, but I wouldn't recommend checking out the old video, by the way. It's not the greatest. But anyway, the reason we're playing the Blood Scent here is because the Bandits are mostly neutrals, and there's not much that just synergizes with them off the bat. Most leaders don't do too much with them, but we do have the Blood Scent here, so we're going to be putting out Bleeding, which is decent value, and also helps set up a couple cards we have. And then we're just going to be playing the Regis Reborn as a really big finisher. We have a couple of bonded cards, which is pretty much what the Bandits do now. It's a lot of bonded stuff. But the Plumbars will put out Bleeding. They're bonded to get a little change here. Actually, it's base power instead of 4 for the bonded effect. And then also the Iron Falcon Knife Juggler, which hopefully we'll be able to put out several of. And then use this as an engine card in our longer rounds, is to just put out Bleedings with the bonded effect. And then when we play a bonded card, it refreshes the order. So hopefully we can do that. That is the idea. Then we play a big Regis Reborn and a big new Gascon, wherever he is. Yeah, whenever you play a second copy of a bonded unit in this match, he boosts himself by 3. Play him as another big finisher. That's the idea here. So as far as the deck, playing Crystal Skull, put on the Knife Juggler. Then we have the Regis Reborn we mentioned. We are playing Heat Wave for a bit of control. We don't have much control, so I thought we'd throw in the Heat Wave, because we don't have a way to deal with any of those really annoying cards, and I kind of wanted one. Then we have the Mushy Truffle. It makes a bonded unit. We actually have a lot of choices for this on what we get, so hopefully we're getting more Knife Jugglers. Depends on what the situation is. Then we're going to be playing the Free Company. Now, Free Company, there's no Zeal here, so this is really risky. It's a 6 for 10, and you really want the ability to go off, because it has Order, choose an allied bond unit, plays top copy from your deck. This thins your deck, and it's a big tempo play when you use the Order. It does have cooldown 3, so the only problem here is the cooldown 3 and its cost. I really wanted to run the Cave Troll for a bit of Defender in here, mostly for this guy and the Knife Jugglers, but couldn't quite fit it. So we'll see how he does. I suspect he might get removed too much for him to be good, but we can also Crystal Skull him early if we get him. Then we're playing Gascon Iron Falcon. There's a bunch of Bandit neutral units that are better now, and several of them are in our deck and synergize pretty well. So hopefully he gets us the bonded ones, ideally, and not the bomb ones. It's only 2 bomb ones though, so we shouldn't get that shouldn't be too bad. But we'll be playing him. You can also play Rude Mage if you want to use him better, but I don't think it's necessary because we're not creating that many things. Then we have the Royal Decree for consistency. You can change this for the Oneiromancy, so you have better access to Heatwave and Truffle if you want. We do have quite a few thinning cards, so I'm not too worried about it. Then we have the Roach and also Knickers down here for more thinning. We'll knight Betsy because it draws 2 bonded units and shuffle cards back into our deck. And she has the order to replay a bonded unit. Hopefully we're going to be using that on our Cutthroat, but we'll be seeing what we do with that one. It's also 7 fray, which is pretty good. Then I threw in Toad Prince. We had 8 provisions left, and I was between Aguara and the this guy, the Toad Prince. And this were monsters, and we didn't have much control. I threw in the Toad Prince. If you're going to be playing a different faction, you can go with Nilfgaard for the play more in Voorhees and then play Snowdrop. Probably better there. Then we are going to be playing the Gascon, Knickers we mentioned. Cutthroat. This is one of the interesting ones. So, destroy an enemy with 2 power or less, then bonded 4 power or less. The reason why this is really interesting here is I suspect a lot of people are going to be spamming Reavers with the new Bandit stuff. Like, you just play regular Reavers, and then you have a finisher in Gascon, basically, is one thing you can do there. But yeah, destroying 2 kills a Reaver. But ideally, we want to be doing this 4. And the nice thing about the Blood Scent, Bleeding, and our Bleeding from things like Juggler is that we can set up the 2 and then actually kill something with Cutthroat. Hopefully, at least. Then we have the Highwayman. Highwayman is just a thinning card, basically. When you play a second bonded card, he comes out of your deck. The Exposed does move to the top of deck. Top of deck's really annoying, so the opponent might just ping this with 1. Hopefully you can get out of your deck again. I'm a little concerned this exposed effect might be too detrimental, but we'll have to see. And then we have the Straits of Spala. Puts a gold into your deck to draw bronze. And boosts self by 4. The nice thing about that is you get your second bonded cards that way. Then we have the Plumard, the Iron Falcon Troubadour. This guy's actually pretty important. He spawns a 1-power locked copy of a Bandit unit from your deck on his row, so you play him. He makes a 1-power copy of it, and then you can trigger the second copy bonded. I almost consider running teleportation to do this more, or replay the guy it plays, but I opted not to in the end. And then we have the Iron Falcon Infantry. Has the old Magni Division effect, and then a bonded just boosts himself by 1. So that's basically the old Magni Division. Anyway, that's the deck. I'm not sure it'll measure up to the top tier meta decks and stuff, but I want to try it out, and that's what we're going to do. This doesn't look too bad. We do have 2 of these guys, which is nice. I think we'll put one out with this first. I should mention, we lost the last game, which I didn't include here, but there is as far as I can tell, there's a bug with the Juggler, where if you replay the Juggler, if you make a locked copy with Troubadour, then replay it with Betsy, it doesn't reset its order, which caused us to lose the last game, which I'm kind of mad about, but what are you going to do? So we're going to see if that happens again. I'll make a little testing about that, but I think it's bugged.
Who said you can't win wars with whimsy?
Good old Delirium. Let's see here. We could just go with Juggler. Yeah, let's just go with the Juggler. Sunset Wanderers too in here. Wondering if it's the Draco Turtle version or not. It's the version I like. It's the Draco Turtle one. Yeah, so he's going to be doing this. That makes sense. And we just play both of these here. Then our deck and everything. We do have Heatwave. So if we just have to deal with the scenario, we can. So, pretty sure what we just do here is just do as many of the bleeding stuff as we can. And get our Gascon up pretty big. He should pass, I think. Oh, now we're going to go for it. Interesting. Do we just Toad Prince that? It's probably the safe play, it's just a Toad Prince it, but then we can't do that later. Of course, we do have hopefully 2 Cutthroats for later, so we'll just eat it. Get our Roach out too. And our Knickers. There we go, there's the pass. This isn't bad. You want to play the second copy of our bonded units to make our Gascon bigger. So I don't really mind this hand too much. Okay, that's what we want to see. Here we're going to go with a Troubadour, and I think we want to make a Cutthroat. It gives us range for our Cutthroats just to kill his creatures. I think that's pretty valuable. Or are we playing Renfree? No, right? Yeah, we're not playing Renfree. You're just playing Rune Mage. Why are we playing Rune Mage? Is this a Shoop deck? It look like a Shoop deck. Got Delirium. This could be a Shoop deck. One thing we have to keep in mind. I think we want to play our free company here.
Oh, my fists are itching. Must be for a fight. Gotta be.
We should be able to use this order twice, and one of it will be for cutthroat, so that gives us more access to removal, which is quite nice. Oh, we've got the operator. That's fine. So what I think we do here is we go Gascon, Iron Falcon.
To earn it all, you've got to give it all.
And we've got infantry and troubadour. Infantry is not great, but we can play the second infantry. So we'll make the infantry here.
Carve him a new eye. Right between the others.
And then we'll go for a cutthroat and kill this off. We have our cutthroat in our hand. Oh, we should have put out a leader charge. Forgot. Sorry about that, guys. That was a non-ideal. We were meant to put one out at the start of this round, but we didn't. That wasn't good. I'm not gonna forget this time, though. Do you want the strays? I don't think so. We do want the cutthroat, though. Second infantry is what we're looking for. Then we can replay Betsy on this guy and see if it works, because the Knife Juggler didn't. I'm curious if this does. There's the Gedyneith. Now, unfortunately, we are not holding our Heatwave, but that's fine. We'll just replay this. So that one works. Then we drop this. I really think the cutthroat's I think the cutthroat is very strong with the new changes. It's gonna be buffed this time, so we won't be able to kill it. So we could play what from our deck? Iron Falcon Infantry. That's worth doing.
Maidens love a man in uniform.
And I think we just play Mushy Truffle here, because it does have the carryover. And I just think we make another Iron Falcon Infantry. And we put in our leader charge out, because we're going to end up passing. And I want this to tick on the last turn he has. You might leader. No? Interesting. So this will tick 2 more times. This is exactly what we wanted, I think. Though we could play Cutthroat for 9, because it would destroy this, for example. Is that worth doing? It's worth doing. It's not going to be good later. It means we might not get our even advantage. Okay, good. He gets to play the last one. And there's the leader charge. Okay, that's not bad then. And he still has to play another card, so we're good here. Not bad, not bad. Now we have Regis and Gascon. He should be pretty good. This is how we want the deck to work. This is the worst card we could possibly draw. At least we drew both. I'm not sure about the strays. I think they might be really bad. But we'll see. They're good early because you can shuffle Roach and Knickers back in. That's probably how you're supposed to use them. Do we care about that? Could he Megascope it? Doesn't matter if he does. What are we playing with Decree, by the way? It's Plumard. So I guess we just do that. Well, really, we should do this so we know that Ekamara goes. So we can have 3 in a row for Truffle better. So we can do that next turn, too. Because then we'd lose bleeding points.
Reach beyond what the eyes see and ears hear.
Do we Heat Wave the Truffle? I think we do. I think that's the most points he has. Right, because it's going to give him 4 on these, plus 6, so it's worth 10. I don't think he's playing Draco Turtle. So I think we just Heat Wave this is the best thing to do. I think we do this. And then we go for... That's it. There's Crow Mother. Looking pretty good here. We wait another turn, we get a point on Regis, but I think it's worth just killing off one of these things. Just in case this is an alchemy card. It's worth an extra point that way. Extra couple points, actually. This is probably his Gascon, if we're being honest. Although, wait, he doesn't have enough to use it, I don't think. And that wasn't bad at all. If it's any kind of control deck, it's not going to be great for us. Well, we got punished there. That's probably GG. It's a hand buff deck. We don't have our Heat Wave.
But you must try harder.
Is there any way for us to not lose this game? I think Dana's gonna give him too much carryover. Let's just go with the Troubadour here then.
Maybe 10.
Humans are buff, beasts below. Don't know which is worse.
There's no way to win this, I don't think. But if there is, it has to be in this round 1.
Could do this with both me hands tied behind me back.
Problem with that idea is he has Saskia Commander. There's no way to win this unless we bleed out all of his boosted cards. We need to play Free Company, I think. we're going to test this. This is what was bugged in the earlier game we lost. I'm going to cut that one from the video just because we lost because of a bug, but it looks like we're going to lose this one anyway. We're going to do it and check. So we should be able to replay this, right? And yeah, this one's order just disappears once you replay it. The order is just invisible? Oh, okay, that's not that bad then. I thought it was just like gone. It turns out it's just invisible. Never mind, that's not the worst thing then. Let me play Free Company here.
Oh, grub and hooch, life in a nutshell.
I should have thought to click on it then. It's just invisible. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna cut that game out anyway because of that. I thought I clicked on it, but I must not have.
Life is fleeting, yet life is eternal.
How many points he's boosting this hand, by the way? I did make a deck at some point, but never made a video on it. So we do need something for Free Company. I think the best thing to do would be to go Cutthroat. So we can use this one to kill this. Then we can play the second. Well, first we have to do this. Then we play the second Cutthroat. We kill this. So we don't want to actually reduce the number of categories he has because it makes his hand buffing better. These knife jugglers are doing a lot of work here. So we'll do this, this, this. We don't need to worry about keeping bleeding up because we've already lost our Regis. So unlock our Free Company. Sure. That means infantry is pretty bad. I think we go for Gascon then.
To earn it all, you've got to give it all.
I think we do the Falcon infantry then, because we have the second one. We should kill this one now. We're actually ahead quite a bit. Okay, there's the Willow. We knew that was going to happen. And that's how he's going to get ahead again.
My frills droop at the worst times.
But we need to just keep forcing out all of his boosted cards. That's only +6. That's not too bad, but it is a lot of boosted points. 17. I mean, we can do it with Gascon. But then we have to use our Gascon. We do it in one card, though. We go to 68 with Gascon. We have to play Gascon and the Plumard here. Is that worth it? We don't have Regis. We have no other finisher. But his finisher is bigger because it's been hand buffed. I think we do it. We need last say. Alright, we do get our last say.
Wait, you're serious?
This card's really buffed. Our problem here is like the only finisher we have is like Heat Wave. This and this isn't terrible. Is there another bonded card we have left? Infantry, I guess. I guess we do this for an infantry. Long round suits him better. We don't have much left because he killed our Regis off. I think the best thing might be Juggler because it could set up a Toad Prince. And it has the armor. So I think we pick the Juggler here. The infantry might be better in point-wise, like a couple points, but I think it's worth making sure we can hit something with Toad Prince. Oh, we got Scenario. That's nice.
I am one of a kind.
He probably just drops 2 Harmony cards here. But he's played Antharian, Antharian, and Fledgling. Which means he probably has 1 Fledgling left. We saw Forest Whisperer, so there's probably 2 Dryad Rangers. Breaking those up is nice for later if we're going to be playing something boosted. I think we just drop another guy here. We probably can't kill anything now. Okay, there's the Percival, yeah. Is it worth dropping Toad Prince? I don't think so. Well, maybe it is. No, it's probably not. Our only concern here is he could drop the Dawn aspect. Or Dusk aspect last. We did force out the scenario, which is definitely good for us. Questions, do we have enough points here? We might need our Ekamara to go melee. So what's the best stuff we've got left? These are the best things we have left. We go for Decree into Troubadour, into Infantry. Troubadour helps with the other guy too. With the Truffle. Do we just straight Toad Prince's first card? I think we do. I think we just drop the Toad Prince on this. Because whatever he protects with it means we can't do the Toad Prince on that card anyway.
My name? I don't recall.
So here's the thing with the Troubadour. We can do it for Iron Falcon Infantry. But then he can use this to do 1 damage to kill it off. So I think we play the infantry ranged and bait him into using a movement charge on it. And then we play the Troubadour after. Because then we'll also help fill this row up, and then we can drop the Troubadour. Hopefully he'll move it, and then we go Troubadour, make a second Iron Falcon Infantry melee, and then Mushy Truffle them with the Alchemy guy. A chameleon. He did not go for it. Well, I guess we Troubadour anyway. The bleeding this is bad because it doesn't do anything. Let's go for this.
Shins up, men, and smiles wide.
Since he is playing Ehorax, there might be a heat wave in here. Could be concerning. Oh, he's gonna play that now. What's his is his last card the heat wave then? What's up with this? I'm confused. Whatever. We hit this. This doesn't do any. It's because that's the 3 points at least. Okay, let's get some 6. What's this card? Is it his own heat wave? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so we win. GG. He wins that if he plays the heat wave first, I think. But I don't know why he didn't. Right? Because if he heat waves first, we don't hit the dusk aspect. And I think he wins, which I was concerned about. But turns out we won. Going up against soldiers, looks like. I'm guessing this is going to be an infinite number of illusionists copying our cards, which will be very irritating. Which means we do want the cutthroats, probably. Could make a cutthroat with this. I'm not sold on the strays, honestly. Could shuffle something in with it. That's not that bad. We got this. Alright, whatever. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here. Illusionists are going to be a problem, because if he's playing a heavy bonded deck, our Iron Falcon Knife Jugglers, we don't have one in our hand, but they become really, really, really bad. And so do the infantries. So we definitely want to do something with cutthroats here. If he's smart, he'll kill that cutthroat off somehow. Otherwise, we can actually remove things. If he removes the cutthroat, there's not much we can do in the round. So it'll take too long to develop them. Maybe Betsy before this would be good, but then we can't draw two. I mean, this could also just be engine spam soldiers. It doesn't have to be playing new cards. Ah, bomb time. It's bomb control. Well, that was really bad for us. The question is, what do we play then? Like, we just do Betsy. Then just play as many bonded guys as we can for carryover. And kind of like put back some of our better cards. Like Gascon we don't need right now. And then I guess we'll put back this one because it's not going to do anything. Put this across from my dock because figured at least either Knickers or Roach would end up in this lane and the armor would do something. Must be nice to draw those. Getting bombed again here. I guess we should have played this range to avoid the 3 damage. But he did use his thing on it.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Do we Heatwave Madoc is the question. I don't really want to. There's better things to do it to later. I'll just drop a cut through and kill off one of these. Go play Truffle for carryover. Then we'll pick the cutthroat. That's what we'll do.
I love my job.
Regis is still going up. What are we gonna get with Oniro? Kingslayer. There's no Madoc out, buddy. Did you mean to do double Madoc? Or did you mean to do this? Guess he must have meant to do this. Alright, so he's got like 20 here. We do have to give it the round to him then. I think I said earlier, these type of control decks are going to be a problem for us. But if it's not Illusionist, if it's Illusionist, it could be worse, right? Well, we don't want this in our hand for sure. These I'm not a fan of. We have two, so if we, as long as we're gonna be forced to keep one, we might as well keep both, I guess. Going to a long round? Okay. He loses his garrison and we lose our mushy truffle. The thing is, we could draw into our second one of these guys, which would be so bad. But we also kind of need the other cards, so we have to risk it. Well, it looks like we're going to be short a Gascon. We had to shuffle them in for those stupid strays. I'm going to take them out. I don't like the shuffling of Golden. Do we go Free Company? It only work on Knife Juggler, but it's only going to work on Knife Juggler. Knife Juggler we want to do first then. So I think we will just open Free Company.
We get a lot of things in our band. Board's not one of them.
He probably just locks it. The thing is, a bomb can't kill it yet, which is good. Then we can go for 2 Knife Jugglers, which would be good. Go for the lock here, right? Oh, we don't have a lock. That is interesting.
Can I borrow a whetstone? Maybe 10. Could do this with both my hands tied behind my back.
We go with another knife juggler.
We go where the Empire has stood.
Never dropped a one, but I've thrown a plenty.
I'm tempted just to Regis early to stop this going, but depends how many he's going to have, right?
Of his sons.
So we get the leader charge here. Is it worth going for the Regis here? I think we just do the cutthroat, right? Because the cutthroat can kill one off. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll just do this. Oops, not melee. We want to put the first falcon range. This is supposed to be melee. Kill this. I remove this guy's barricade. I considered putting a leader charge on this guy in case he boosts it, so we could still hit it with cutthroat. But then we only have a couple bleedings out. Let's see. There's actually nothing else for Free Company to get, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought would happen. I think we just drop the infantry here. I'll put this one out this time. And hopefully we can get this cutthroat to kill one of these off. So we do lose the infantry. But we're now in range of cutthroat, so we can go cutthroat, kill this.
See if he's had any coin in his pockets or his holes.
If he does this again, he has to get the flanking set up. We've been pretty lucky that he hasn't pinged off this knife juggler yet. If he did, this would be really bad for us. Interesting. And there's the plus on the soldiers. Alright, the question is, what do we do here? We can go for the Iron Falcon infantry. I think that's the play. Then we ping this off again. We have another slave driver, probably, right? Red Haze, yep. Red Haze, we played around. We got this guy with his bomb. Alright, I think we do the Gascon here. We could go for the knife juggler, which would have been nice if we did it earlier. We're going to go for the infantry, which would allow us to get the bonded effect going, so I think we'll do that. He's a pretty decent Red Haze here, but it's not the end of the world. We probably should have done this first, so to dodge the Red Haze on the infantry. What is that? Is that Onairo? Yeah. We do have this in Heatwave. He has last say. So I think we do the Regis here.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
He has last say anyway, and he's not going to Heatwave next turn if he has it. He's playing a lot of bombs, so there's a chance he doesn't. What is he playing? Just a lock? Of course, our Heatwave's not great here. If he's got anything decent, he wins. Yeah, I kind of figured that he might still have it. GG. Free Company's nice, but if he's playing Junior, it's just going to die right away. This is suboptimal. Probably don't need two of these. Probably do this. We're keeping the Knickers in our hand to shuffle back with these strays.
We get a lot of things in our band. Board's not one of them.
Okay, so he can't Junior us.
There's some sort of sick farce.
It's probably going to be for the bounty stuff, right? Maybe? Maybe? The guys, or the crime one. The one where you play crime, it does 2 random damage. That'd be my guess. Alright, now we're playing Bandits. We're just going 9 coins for like Svala or something at the end? I'm curious. Juggler's better, but then we lose our jugglers. Let's go Troubadour Juggler.
Never dropped a one, but I've thrown a plenty. Could I borrow a whetstone? Maybe 10.
Get that bleeding out. I'm debating if we heat wave the Free Company or not. That's why I didn't put a leader charge on at turn 1. I'm kind of thinking we do want to heat wave it. 9 coins. Okay, what do we got? Okay, I see. That's interesting. It's very interesting. We can heat wave that. We can also just play another juggler. I think we just play another juggler. Or Betsy. I think we just play juggler here.
Can't win wars with whimsy.
A little concerned about how many more coins you can generate.
Don't blame me for your crooked nose. Shins up, men, and smiles wide.
Look how many he's got. I kind of just want to let him do it. I mean, it's probably not smart to let him do it. I think we heatwave the Free Company. Otherwise, he's going to get our beggar. Who knows what else?
Could do this with both me hands tied behind me back.
Oh, he's got the knife jugglers. Interesting. I replace strays here. Put this back. Do need to kill that. Oh, we forgot to use Free Company's order. We're so stupid sometimes. Whatever.
Could I borrow a whetstone? Maybe 10.
It'd be better to use it this turn anyway, on like this guy.
Keep your distance! Aim for their knobs!
This is better than using it last turn anyway.
My frills droop at the worst times.
We should just kill this, I think. It wastes a lot of turns of bleeding, but we should kill it. Cut through. It's not too bad, but the next one could be really scary.
Sure by.
Do we play a card here or not? I think we do. But our cut through doesn't hit anything this turn. So it's probably Gascon. Then whatever's bonded. This is good then.
Carve him a new eye! Right between the others!
Now we can get one of these into range of cutthroat.
Like sticky squeals. Lovely smile you've got. Fancy another.
See what he's gonna do here. We do have our Free Company order coming back up. We have strays for 8, or he could. It's probably the best one. You can Betsy to draw into something as well. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go here, play the second strays. That's 8. Then just play this.
Who said you can't win wars with whimsy?
Neil goes an extra point there. Just in case something weird happens. Coming out of his deck or whatever. We do win that. It's Igor of the Hook. Did not do enough there. Now we got an extra bleeding from that as well for the Regis. Alright, so what do we do here? Deck's looking really nice for round 3. I think we bleed. Did a lot of thinning, so I think we bleed him this round. So we could do Betsy to draw into these two and have these other cards for round 3. This. We're gonna see every card in our deck next round to pick between. I think we do this. Kind of want to just pick the infantry. This won't have bonded. We're gonna go with the Plumard. Depends on how much bleeding value we think we can get. Let's do this. We should get some decent bleeding value on these ones then. The infantry is more consistent, but I think this will be more fun if it works. And then we can save this for round 3, hopefully. Dwadric. With a nice old 8 bleeding out. He does have his own Gascon, we have to remember that. And probably his own Heat Wave. However, the other thing to keep in mind is he uses a lot of his stuff to get this Igor out, I'm guessing. Although, to be fair, he pretty much just played bronzes, other than that. Play this. I'm tempted to use the Golden Froth this round, because it might be hard to row stack round 3. Because I'm guessing he has a Heat Wave, right? So he'll remove one thing, and then it'll be hard to fill a row. Unless we save our leader charge and put the Ekamara on that row. That's not a really big card. We're definitely playing Betsy here. Question is, do we go leader this? I think we do. I think we do. He's gonna have to play hopefully play his Gascon now. There's the Gascon. Takes the bleeding, and he should play this too. So we do get out here without him having the Gascon. To find some garbage card, hopefully. Not bad. Definitely worth doing that there then. Then we have the Regis and Gascon for round 3, short round. This is what we wanted. There's our Regis. There's Toad Prince. And we play Gascon with Decree. Although, honestly, what we should do... Okay, he's just going to DC on us because we're going to win. Let's say what we should do is we should put the Toad Prince back and draw Gascon. And that way, if there's nothing to eat with Toad Prince, maybe we go and... Well, if there's nothing to eat with Toad Prince, then we get 1 extra point from the Cutthroat. But it looks like he's just going to DC. Very unfortunate. I really wanted to finish the video by playing the Regis and Gascon, which is the whole point of our deck, but he's just not going to let us. Because his internet mysteriously disappeared. It's amazing how often this happens to people. Anyway, guys, that'll be it. We'll go into talk about some of the cards, and we're going to take out Strays of Spala, but other than that, I think this will be the last game once this guy's internet gives up. Of course. Alright, let's get into the deck here. As far as the deck, it actually worked out pretty well once we remembered to start playing Blood Scent. I can't believe we forgot that in the first couple ones. And yeah, there's a visual bug with Knife Juggler that if you replay it with One-Eyed Betsy, the order doesn't show up. I'm not sure if that's with anything else, but you can still click on it. I just must have not have in that first game. But overall, I do like the deck. Free Company is really the one card I wasn't too sure about going into this. I wasn't sure if it was too vulnerable. It is really vulnerable. It's also very, very good, though. So that's nice. As far as the rest of the deck, the only card I did not like was Strays of Spala. If you're going to use it, you really want to be shuffling back in Roach or Knickers with it, right? Something you don't want round 1. And there is a lot of consistency to draw your cards. Like in that last game you saw, we went down to 5 cards round 3, so you can see every card in your deck. So it's not that bad, but I don't really like it. So we're going to take that one out. And then probably just go Peller and something else. But yeah, oh, I have to do that after I share the deck code underneath the video, or else people will comment that is different. Anyway, So yeah, I think we're taking out Strays Spala. I like the Plumard. I like the Iron Falcon Infantry, Troubadour. I was skeptical of Knife Juggler. Yeah, I was skeptical of the Knife Juggler. But it actually turned out being really good. I wasn't sure we'd be playing enough bonded cards for it to really matter. Turns out we were. And the other card I want to mention here is Caravan Vanguard. Caravan Vanguard, I think, gets its own deck, though. But since there's so much bonded support, Caravan Vanguard is a 9 for 5 with the bonded, which is good. But the thing about Caravan Vanguard is it spawns a whole bunch of copies of itself. So you can do some interesting things with that, like Yennefer and the whole Roboost cards. So I want to make a deck around that. But I didn't put that in here, but you could if you wanted to. As far as the rest of the deck, I quite like it. The Heat Wave, I really want to recommend, because having no control is pretty weird. It feels pretty bad. Cutthroat, I thought, would be one of the strongest ones, and Cutthroat's really good. It helps a ton against Reavers in that matchup. And if you can just get a Troubadour out to make one, just destroying 4s. I mean, that's Offering, right? Offering is good. Offering is very good. Is Offering a 6, by the way? I don't remember. I think it's a 6, right? It's a 5. Okay, Offering is good. So this makes this very good, because it comes with a body if you have that 4. That's super good. But the thing is, you do need to have that set up. If they're just having something with a lot of pings, say like Skellige with the ships, it might be kind of hard to keep this thing alive. But the Knife Juggler is really nice for that, because it does have that 1 armor it comes with. So quite like it. And as far as which faction to pick, the last game there you saw against someone with Igor the Hook. That is an advantage that Syndicate has. You can do that. And then I like monsters, though, because we have a little bit of synergy. The Regis Reborn kind of doubles up on what we're doing with the big Gascon finisher. And then you have the Toad Prince as well you can throw in here. I just really like it. I had a lot of fun with this. I'm so glad Bandits got some love finally. And yeah, I like this one. I think not all at once. I'll do some other decks in between. But we are going to be doing a bomb deck. No, bombs aren't my favorite, but there's a lot of bomb synergy now. And I want to see what we can do with Wagon and Caravan Vanguard, because they got some changes too. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.